Welcome to No Me Digas, the podcast where we break down topics that matter to nuestra comunidad.
And remember, it's not chisme, it's fact.
No me digas.
Today we're going to be talking about a topic that doesn't usually get the spotlight in the Reno art scene, poetry.
Let's talk about some upcoming Latino poetry events. Genevy, I know you're on a panel this weekend of a poetry event, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, tell us a little more about that.
It's going to be at Sierra View Library here in Reno. It's an event with Nevada Humanities called Hilando la Alfombra de Poesía Latina, or Weaving the Tapestry of Latino Poetry. It's going to be from 11 to 1:30, and yeah, everyone should definitely come. It's going to be a great event.
That's so exciting. What are some of the poets that are going to be on the panel? I mean, other than you, obviously, but...
Yes. Besides myself, there's going to be a few of us, and I've actually haven't met them, but I know it's going to be just a great event of not only poetry, but music, conversation about identity, just our community in general, and just the whole Latino scene. And I'm just excited to hear from everyone because I know everyone's going to have a very interesting story to share.
Oh, that's so exciting. No, it's interesting for me because I've actually never... I never knew that there was a big poetry scene, in the Latino culture. Growing up, I mean, obviously, art forms, it was just a lot of music, which I feel like any Latino can really relate to that. There's so much music in our culture. But poetry was something I've never been a part of growing up, I guess. Obviously, I know poetry from classes and things like that. And I love poetry, but I've never, read Spanish poetry, really. So I guess my question to you is, what made you want to do this event? And, what's the significance of it being a Latino poetry event to you?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. And I agree with you on that. We go to school, and obviously you think of poetry and you think of Shakespeare or something.
Yeah,
but
haikus,
I feel like
5 sentences. Yeah.
Exactly. But I feel like that's the fun part about poetry is it's not that, and it's not really a specific structure either. It could be a haiku of 5 sentences. It could be even just 2 sentences long or 3 pages long. And I think that's what I really like about poetry, and that's what really got me into it, is because it's just an opportunity to just share your story, put it on a piece of paper, and read it in front of people that will actually not only listen, but also relate. And I feel like that's the beauty of poetry, is when you realize that you're not alone and that a lot of people are actually going through similar stuff. Because when it comes down to poetry, you write a lot about personal, whether it's your heritage, a story, your background. A lot of people can relate to that. And I feel like that's really what makes it all come together.
Mm-hmm. Is there any specific topics you think are going to come up this weekend? Considering the fact that it's just Latino poetry, it's super interesting to me because when I think of, what you hear in, music or just movies, the theme is a lot of, familismo, you have family, you have this and that. So is there anything specific that you can tell us you'll be presenting about or you know of others?
It's going to be a great event because, again, Latino poetry isn't really spoken about. So the fact that we get to share our stories, everyone has a story, especially our community. So there's definitely going to be a lot of talk about not only identity, but just heritage in general, and definitely the big family aspect, and especially with recent stuff going on with immigration. I bet you that's going to be a big topic to come up too.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. That's a good one. Is there anything that you'll be presenting this weekend that you can share with us at all? Any ideas,
Yeah, I actually have a few stuff written, but I'm not decided on which one I want to read yet, just because there isn't one that stands out specifically. So who knows? I might actually change it last minute because that's how I usually work, actually. I've worked in past events with Nevada Humanities for poetry, and I've actually done my best work day of right before the event. I could recall a time right before an event, actually, and my parents were like, okay, what time do we have to leave? And I was definitely like, not yet, I have to write something. And I went to the backyard and I just started writing, and then on the car ride there I started remembering it, and then I actually won second place for that poem. So
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I could never do anything like that, pull off anything like that.
Yeah, so maybe I might pull that off again, but I have some stuff that I could also use.
Yes. Do you want to read us that poem? Do you have that with you, the one that you won for, or do you have anything else you want to?
Yeah, I have the one that I won second place, but I also have one related to just the Hispanic community in general.
Ooh,
so I feel like if you want, I could share that one.
Let's hear that.
Okay,
I'm
great.
so excited.
Yeah, let me pull it up. So this is one I wrote in the past, actually, for another Latino event. This one is a Spanglish poem.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Bajo las Estrellas. They say we're dangerous, que cruzamos la línea con malas intenciones, que nuestras manos solo saben de crimen, as if an accent could be a sentence. But I was just a girl too, believing in Santa, jugando en los parques, struggling with math and laughing with friends. They call us aliens, but we are stitched from the same sky, laughing under las mismas estrellas, working hard, holding dreams, just like anyone would. They say we're different, but we walk the same streets, breathe the same air, and share the same inside jokes. Because, let's face it, none of us have had an original experience. We're just recycling the same mishaps and memories. Entonces, mírame bien. Not an outsider, not an alien, but someone who belongs, with stories just like you. We don't need to look the same or speak the same words to understand que en este mundo somos uno.
Oh my goodness, that was so good. I literally got chills.
Thanks,
that was so
thanks.
good. I love it. Oh my god, well, I'm super excited. Once again, shout out to Nevada Humanities for hosting the event this weekend. Genevy, we're all going to be there cheering you on. We're so excited.
Thank you. Hopefully, a lot of you guys can make it, and I can see you guys there.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go, I do want to mention that next episode we will be talking about Reno's music scene, so stay tuned.
Yep, make sure you tune in next time. This has been No Me Digas.
And
remember, it's not chisme, it's fact.